All right, so I had this fair value gap marked up from last night right there. And I hate the way price is reacting from it right there like that. I'm not gonna let that deter me from my bias at this point because I see this kind of bullish structure starting to form after this purge of liquidity last night. We get the expansion there in London, one final expansion and a pullback in New York Open down into a fair value gap, and then a nice displacement out of the fair value gap, creating another one, and now price is in there. So I would expect for price to do the same thing here that it did here, right? Which is why I'm entering on this sell right here. All right, we got this new hourly candle opening, and it's happening while it's inside this 5 minute fair value gap. I kind of am looking at this run up to take out that high, like a 1 minute time frame purge of liquidity, then a displacement, and then a pullback. So just to put y'all in my head right now and let you know what I'm seeing. Looking at the 1 minute time frame, it just looks a little better. It makes me feel more comfortable about the trade. This pair literally is the most traded pair in the market. Therefore, it has the most liquidity. And that's why I love trading it, because the heartbeat of our strategy, these concepts that we're trading, is based on liquidity, targeting liquidity and entering trades after purges of liquidity. That's what makes it so powerful. I've been growing this account for a while now. I started with a 10K account. It's done reached up to like 120, 130,000. So here's the account history right here. On August 4th, I started with a 10K account. And here I am 2 months later. I'm like 90K in profit now, but I have reached up to 100+ thousand in profit in 2 months. It's all about that mindset, that proper mindset, using proper risk management, following your rules, only trading New York Open. You got to become disciplined. And one of the major things that I teach the people who come my way is discipline. And a specific form of discipline that I try to teach to people is only trading New York session. If you could stick with that, right? It's a small accomplishment that will benefit you. And if you could discipline yourself to stay out of trades from Asian session to New York Open, that's 15 hours. If you can discipline yourself enough to stay out of the market for those 15 hours and trade what you see at New York Open and get out of the market by 11, 12 o'clock, London close, your results are going to change drastically, I promise you. Because I'm telling you, the heartbeat of this strategy was built on New York session volatility. It's not a coincidence that these markets do what they do during New York session. Price is showing a reaction from this fair value gap, like I said, as it traded down into this level, right? And although we might see a little resistance as it's trading up into here in this fair value gap, don't let that fool you. It's like SPS 500 yesterday. Like I was telling old boy, right? He was wanting to sell this. I actually participated in a buy as price was trading down into here to take out this high. All right, so buy side liquidity would be resting above this high. Price trades down into a buy side imbalance, fair value gap, and then reacts. What would you target if you buy down here? The very next high. Why wouldn't you want to hold it and see if you can't reach for the stars, right? That's very high expectations that I see a lot of people have, and it ends up killing them in the long run. They don't understand what price is doing because it's a specific day of the week, or any of that stuff, man. Like, it all plays a major role in what we're doing here. This was a PM session trade. At 1:30, the algorithms kick off the PM session, and you have to understand that you are dealing inside of a small time window and also a small dealing range. So your dealing range would be from this low to this high, and you want to buy at a discount. And that's exactly what they were doing. They was pushing price down to a discount, and this is your trade. Simply a small price swing, get in on the retest, and hold it until it takes out the previous high. All right. This is how you become a master at scalping. This is the same type of setup that I've been trading for years now, and that has put me where I'm at today. Here's a Euro USD trade that I took yesterday as well. Fair value gap, mitigation block, this high right here, price trades down into, and then expands. I didn't hold the trade very long. It was nice, bro. It's like a 30 pip trade. Gorgeous. Sir. All right, so what are we targeting, y'all? All right, we got this low, which is our main goal. It's our main target. It's not gonna happen today. So if you don't want to hold this trade and you're just trying to scalp, right? Where would you take profit at? You would probably be smart to measure the most recent swing low to the most recent swing high, possibly target anywhere from 50% down to there. Although this area might very well stop price and cause a retracement, I might take a partial off. I'm trying to see some liquidity get burnt. I want to see liquidity get taken out in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? All right, we got liquidity below previous day's low. This would be previous day's low, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, right there. That's previous day's low. You know what? Another thing that's interesting is at least to see that whole imbalance get filled from yesterday's push up. Right. Now that's a logical short term target that you see a lot of the times price will react from. So I'll show you an example, right? Price right here. We traded up into a fair value gap and we reacted and traded down. So if you would have sold anywhere from this level, look at the imbalance that was created. So within this day right here, you would have sold short, or that day, whichever. You would have been targeting previous day's low and the buy side imbalance from yesterday, from the day before. And notice how price fills in the imbalance, takes out previous day's low, fills in the imbalance, stops on a dime at this high, trades down below it a little bit, but then the end of the day happens and the new daily candle opens. Like, we understand that we're dropping, but do you have that mental capacity to be able to hold the trade through the crossover to the next daily candle? That is the hard part. That's something that I've struggled with. That's the reason why I became a scalper. I've had so many times where right here at this time where the new daily candle opens, the spreads will go crazy. They will literally gap the spread open 30, 40 pips on your ass, dude, to take out that in-house liquidity during this time. It's just a bunch of bullshit that happens during this time. And then typically around 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. New York time, you will start to see price, you know, those candles get more full, volume will start to pick back up because the majority of the people are not fucking around during these little 2 hours right here. And this is why we don't trade Asian session and we don't trade London sessions, because this is accumulation manipulation during this time. That's 10 hours out of the day. Damn near half of the day is accumulation manipulation. If you would have been watching the charts, right, at London Open, how many of y'all would have bought right here and got ate the fuck up? I would have. I probably would have, honestly. I would have been like, all right. I would have been like, damn, okay, we got that expansion, that little displacement to the upside. We got the fair value gap right there. The next draw on liquidity, previous day's high. That looks like a valid trade, bro. 100% I would have been all on that, no doubt. I would have been all on that. And look what happened, bro. It's unforgiving. It's literally unforgiving. Like, London session gives you that data that you need to be able to successfully trade in the Forex market, period. It just does. Look, from this expansion down, we're at like 25 pips right now. And I'm up almost $1,000, right? Like, it's all about what you leverage. But at the end of the day, I could close this trade and be content and go back to sleep or go on about my day. I just want to show y'all the power of this shit. It's unbelievable, man. It's great. This is what we wait for. So many people get frustrated and they're like, damn, dude, it's Wednesday and we just now taking the trade. It's gonna pay off, bro. You ain't making I'm not going to make $1,000 working no motherfucking where. You hear me? Like, I did that. I sprayed spray foam insulation. I did that shit for 3 fucking years, bro. And I made good money, 1,500 a week, 2,000 a week. Um, but damn, dude, I ended up in the hospital 3 or 4 times, dehydrated like a fuck. Dehydrated, damn near about dead. I'm in Georgia. It gets fucking hot down here. You hear me? And you're doing insulation on top of that. That means that you're in basements and attics, crawling around on your hands and knees, swimming in cobwebs and, spider pools and shit. Like, I don't know about y'all, man, but we're in America for a fucking reason, to live the American dream. You're not gonna have me out here busting my ass, living paycheck to paycheck. I'm done with that, bro. I'm done with that. 100% done with that. And y'all can be too. That's the type of shit that I want everybody in my circle to be able to say. Is like, I'm independent, man. I'm a full-time trader. Fuck working. Fuck the government. Like, we don't need that shit. And we're literally benefiting off the doom of other countries. A lot of people don't like traders because you can benefit off the collapse of people's economy. But I don't give a fuck. I don't really think about it like that. I try not to anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can fucking make money from a currency gaining profit, gaining value just as much as you can make money off of a currency losing value. So like the Russian currency right now is shit. You could have made a lot of money when the war kicked off. I don't know why I didn't try that actually, because I've been in tune with, the war or whatever, what's going on. Like, Russia's economy is not doing good, and we could have literally made a lot of money off of that, you know? Sell the pullback. Yeah, nah. It's fucked up, but it's true. So if y'all ain't familiar with TradingView, right? So instead of lots, like on MetaTrader, you got units. And basically every 1 million units is one lot, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty interesting how they do it in units instead of lots. We just got a nice expansion down on EU. So what we're probably gonna see is the equivalent to what we're seeing right here, y'all. So I would definitely go short again if we could get price up into a logical area, right? I would definitely go short again. Maybe from this fair value gap or this one here. Let's just see if it's even going to get up there. Like at least two, maybe three 5 minute candles going up. That's typically what you want to see in a healthy bearish market that is trending during the day. Is a little pullback that lasts 15, 20 minutes or so. All right, so check this out. I'm about to hop off real quick. I gotta go feed my dogs and feed myself. But I'm gonna be paying close attention to what the market does at 10 o'clock. Didn't you say we got news at 10? Let me check. Yeah. So we got these PMI numbers coming out at 10. Yeah, I mean, I suspect it to be more positive numbers for the DXY, you know? Um, and as long as it's more positive numbers for the DXY, that means we're good on sales. On the majority of your Forex crosses, I mean, price is doing what we anticipated it to do. Can't really complain, bro. So now at this point, I just need y'all to trust the process and truly understand that, you know, when you see setups like this, you know, like don't be afraid to pull the trigger. I don't know what stage you guys are at in y'all's trading, but don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't grow a small account. You hear me? If y'all got $100, y'all get in there and risk 0.03, 0.05 per trade. Make sure they're quality setups and you can make your rent money this week. You know what I mean? Just tune in with me, pay attention, study the content, give it your all, and things are gonna start looking up. It's a fact. Peace out, y'all.